1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. Federal Cabinet in its meeting in Islamabad is discussing overall political and economic situation of the country. Foreign Minister has urged the international community to hold India responsible for endangering peace in the region. Interior Minister has urged the ulama and religious scholars to comply with the law and avoid using their students for politicking. UN Secretary General has urged Israel to halt and reverse its decision to build 800 new homes for Jewish settlers in the occupied West Bank. And now the news in detail. A meeting of Federal Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Imran Khan is in progress in Islamabad. It is discussing overall political and economic situation of the country besides the steps taken to check the spread of COVID-19. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has urged the international community to hold India responsible for endangering peace in the region. In a statement today, he said the world has realized that a fascist Hindutva regime is governing India that the world considers a secular state. The minister said, "We presented before the world irrefutable evidence of India's sponsorship of terrorism inside Pakistan through a dossier on November 14 last year." He said the EU Disinfolab's recent report has confirmed our reservations. He said Arnam Goswami's recently leaked chat has exposed the Pulwama trauma. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said Pakistan wants peace in the region, including Afghanistan. He said we want that the intra-Afghan dialogue reaches its logical conclusion with a success. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian government has constituted a committee for conducting the auction of 13 structures to facilitate the construction of separate colonies in the name of transit accommodation for Kashmiri Pandit employees in Baramulla district. According to Kashmir Media Service, the committee is headed by Additional District Development Commissioner Baramulla. The 7-member committee has been asked to fix the reserve price for the bid as per laid down norms before the auction of the structures. The committee has to ensure that no bid below the reserve price shall be considered and accepted. Minister for Interior Sheikh Rashid Ahmad has said seminary students or banned militia will not be allowed to participate in the Pakistan Democratic Movement's protest before the Election Commission of Pakistan. Speaking at a news conference, he said the ECP is a constitutional institution and the government will not let anyone to intimidate it. The Interior Minister urged the ulama and religious scholars to comply with the law and avoid using their students for politicking, which is even against the sanctity of this treasure, and warned the banned Ansarul Islam members of action if they were spotted in the protest. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Shibli Faraz says the government has not created any hurdle in the way of protest by the PTM in Islamabad today. In a tweet, he said the smooth flow of traffic on the roads of Islamabad is a proof of Imran Khan's pro-democratic personality. The minister said the nation has not forgotten when the PMLN government had subjected the peaceful PTI protesters to violence. He said the nation can also never forget the Model Town tragedy. 58 more people died of coronavirus, while 1,800 new infection cases were reported across the country during the last 24 hours. According to latest statistics, there are now over 35,485 active cases of coronavirus in the country. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has urged Israel to halt and reverse its decision to build 800 new homes in the occupied West Bank. In a statement, Antonio Guterres said the decision is a major obstacle to the achievement of the two-state solution and a just, lasting and comprehensive peace in the Middle East. In Central African Republic, 2 UN peacekeepers have been killed in an attack by rebels near the southern city of Bangassou. The 10th round of talks between the Indian government and the protesting farmers on controversial new farm laws has been postponed till tomorrow. Meanwhile, a panel appointed by the Supreme Court to resolve the crisis is scheduled to hold its first meeting today. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.